Well, hello. How is everyone? Welcome to Etsy Shenanigans episode 43. We've been busy, and tonight I thought I would share with you some of the ideas that we have pushed out that utilizes Canva's animation, and a little kind of different attitude towards mock-ups, which you're seeing tonight here on the screen. So before I get too far along, let me make sure that we have great audio for you guys. So let me put my OBS down for just a moment. Something that you'll see too this evening is I have and am working on the Stream Elements bot. So I cleaned up all of the trading rules and lemon pepper chicken recipe and that sort of thing, and I have started to populate the bot to reflect some of the ideas that we have been working on, as I said, and put them in the live chat so that they are there to refer and reflect on. I hope to be sharing a lot more links in the live chat too, especially as we read the news articles and so forth, so that they will stay with the chat over there. So this evening, what I did was I just looked up on the internet woman holding cell phone. And I took it over to markup and deleted the center portion where the phone screen is. Uploaded that as an image to OBS, and then what you're seeing is a media share of one of the posts that we put out on Twitter, and just, brought it down. And then, of course, the Etsy logo on a transparent background. So super simple. The stream tonight is in this vertical format. It's been resized from what we were doing before, and I hope that it's going to look pretty good, and might be able to be shortened up with a little bit of a script and to be put over on X. So let's see how we're looking this evening out on the actual show. And I don't know, I think that looks great. I think it's bright and cheerful and looks kind of I guess it still kind of looks kind of addy in a way, But what I'm thinking is I can take a photograph of my natural hand with one of our phones and just, I just wanted to mock this up to see what it would really look like. I am seeing, though, if you'll notice, that there's some gray bars up above and down below. I don't know why that would be. So I think what I'll do is I'll go into OBS and let's change up now let me make sure Stream Elements. You should be seeing something right now in Stream Elements. So I don't know. We have a timed message, a bot timer message that should come through, and should come through every 2 minutes. It's been deployed, and you guys should see it pretty soon. Enable the timer only when. Oh, I see. Okay, only when. So there we go. Let me save that. It should come across now, I hope. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the OBS and see if I can correct those gray lines that you're seeing there. I don't really know where they're coming from. I'll unlock it, and let me transition it over while we're working on it. And let me pull it up just a little bit, and pull it in a little bit, and bring it down a little bit. Let me just make it really big for now, and then I'll get it into the... maybe I can't do it. Let's see if that works. bring it down, and I think the lines are still there. So I might have to go into the mock-up itself and play around, but I take it that you guys can see those gray lines. Or it's a little less now, isn't it? Oh, okay. That may have done it. Okay, so we'll let that run. You guys have seen the graphic before. This is a Canva graphic photograph taken by myself, then over to Canva. I've done some little funny sliders where you bring the opacity down. So I've been playing with kind of things like that to make it look more interesting. I do think sometimes when you're over at Canva, things have a tendency to have a real dull look in a way, like all the colors seem to look the same. This just might be me. So I do play around with opacity quite a bit when I'm working with colors over there. Also, if you go into the animations, their library, you can take the colors, especially the ones that are just pre-done, and use those colors to enhance any graphic that you might be using. So everything kind of works together. So this is just, just giving it a go. I think it's rather sweet for the product, and it sends just a pleasant little message. And that would be to unlock the Etsy logo, take the logo off, and then see where we're at with this darn animation here. So let me bring it in again. And it just does not want to stay put. So I may have to go over to Canva and resize it and that sort of thing over at Canva. So, or just live with the lines, one of the two. I just have to live with the lines. And hi, how are you this evening? Blair and Connor. So let's transition that over and take another look and see. Right now I'm just kind of playing around. It takes OBS just a moment to catch up, and we might have to just kind of live with the lines. I don't know exactly why they are there. The animations, as I said, are over at Canva. Not only the butterflies, but also, of course, you can animate any text. So you see the word free, that's just a static, and then the ship is one of the text, and I don't know which one it is, but as you go through, you can test them yourselves and see what you like. I think the wiggle is fun. There's also another one that's kind of even better than this, where it's the letters are coming in like a typewriter style. That's kind of fun, but there are many of them over there that just add a little bit of zhuzh to your graphic. So getting to the topic, creating social posts, Etsy has this concept that there are not that only like 26 or 29% of shop owners use video. And the ones that use video apparently are supposed to maybe get more eyeballs. I hope that I'll be able to, over the next couple months, really hear what those numbers are, because it's super fun to do. But this is what I used as a video. Of course, most people actually do like live action videos, but I decided to do the animation because they're very easy to do. There's no excuses for why you haven't uploaded it and all that sort of thing, because literally it's just a Canva 1, 2, 3, and then you load it up. So it's super fun like that. And as I said, we'll solve what the issue is with those gray bars. I do not know where they're coming from exactly. Okay, let's head back over to Stream Elements. I do use the streamelements.com. I've been with them for quite some time. And we have many commands, chat commands, and many what are called timers. These are little messages, bot timers. They're auto post announcements, social links, your schedule, or anything else. So I've done it over recipes, trader rules, links to the Twitter account, all sorts of things I've used it for, and I really like it. That's streamelements.com. If you've never tried it as an Etsy seller, it does help when you are just sort of kind of first starting to talk about your shop, because maybe there's things that you won't remember to share because you're trying to sort all sorts of other things out in your sales, your rotation. Because you can write all these things down, but you can also use your Stream Elements bot to remind you. So we are waiting on, in fact, what I think I'll do is let me refresh the bot and see if it's going to do what I need for it to do. We're connected to our Twitter and the YouTube. So we should see something. And I'm just going to stay with the stream and wait. It should be I asked for it to do every 5 minutes. Let me see. It was interval online, 5 minutes, and every 2 minutes. So let me go ahead and populate the chat and see if that helps. So we'll just keep populating the title and see if this helps. There we go. That's one. This may kick it in. I think this is what I found before, is that if there's not enough time either gone by or viewers who chat that come in, then your bot really won't do that frequency. And sometimes I've been where it'll start right from the beginning. I don't know if there's anything I can do on my end to make sure that the bot's responding all the time. Shauna Owens, hi, how are you doing? So let's see. So Blair and Connor, they said hello, and Shauna said hi. So let's see. If you see me flooding the chat, that's all I'm doing, by the way. We're just going to see if we can engage the Stream Elements bot. So basically, this is the Canva, as I said. It's an MP4, it's 5 seconds, and I've used it on Twitter posts, and I think successfully so, actually. I think they're really adorable. And as I said, there's 2 animations I have on this one, and where they really show up, I think, is inside of the shop. I think they're very unexpected. I'll show you the launch soon one. Here's a X post that I made about the launch. So you can see that there's a lot of differences. Here's that tweet. And I'm very happy with that. Also, you'll notice that all the colors are the same as the banner over at the shop, and all of the photography that I've used, all of the colors are the same. Now, I am testing another color palette that will be more of the creamy tones and purple. I am playing around with it. You need, in my view, you need somewhere between 8 and 10 colors in your brand assets package so that you can keep some of your old colors as you're remodeling the shop to come into a new season or a new release of a product line. So you want to keep some of the old and bring in some of the new, and that's how you kind of, in my view, how you can kind of keep a system, especially if you feel like you need to come back in and around to your original palette, which is very common for people. They get comfortable with things. They don't really know where the colors are going. They might not coordinate very well with your product lineup. All sorts of different reasons why people kind of want to stay with the same. So grabbing if you have a hard time kind of coming up with colors and it's not an easy fit for your product, you're not like a ceramicist will find themselves just loving to glaze in a blue, and they will stay within those colorways sometimes the entire season of plateware, and they won't move away from that. There's other products that are a little bit more flexible. One product that isn't as flexible would, let's say, be your candle lines. And another one that is highly flexible would be your print-on-demand lines that just have more vibrant and art prints and things like that you're actually generating with AI. So when you're considering kind of the way your shop is going to look, the way that we've done it, remember, this is all about sharing with you guys how we've stepped up and through, and there we go with Stream Elements. It works, guys. There we go. There we go. We're very happy. Thank you, Stream Elements. Appreciate that. So we'll load that up now that we know that it's functioning, and it started to do its thing in 15 minutes. So that's pretty long. And to get the chat bot going, I have to fix that and have it start right away. Okay, so lots of different theories about how a shop. I just wanted to make sure that I stayed working the shop, if you know what I mean, like continually visually merchandising the shop. Just what can I use? What's easy before things get hard that I can quickly get into and post. So we have a problem taking photographs. It's just the way our life is. If you want to see how wonderful Quiet is with photography, we wrote 2 cookbooks with beautiful photography. It's not like we have a hard time because we suck at photography. It's just a matter of getting all of the bits and pieces together. And then we don't have a light box or anything like that. I know a lot of people do, and it does definitely help so that you can get all your photography done in one go. All of our photography has always been without other light sources, just natural light. So sometimes, I'll get fussy about things, and then other times I'll just grab my iPad and just click, click, click. And Quiet does have some ways that he likes to edit his own photographs. For me, it's just kind of cropping, making sure that it's clean enough. It comes out, it's a nice, clean photograph. I know that working with the basswood, and this is probably true for reflective, we'll get back to pottery, anything that's got a glaze or a gloss, it's the same thing when something is kind of more dull or natural. It's hard to get that color balance because you don't want to take a photograph that completely does not reflect what your customer is actually going to get. Why you need to use a lot of words, and you can even describe the photography if you want, natural, no light, taken with an iPhone, etc., taken with an iPad, that sort of thing. So you can do all of that in the alternate text of all the photographs. So those 10 photo slots that you get, this is what we've done, because we just cannot get a lot of photographs done. Also, the product doesn't bode for numerous photographs. There's a front, there's a back, there's the gift tag, there's the ball chain, there's the rivet work. It's not, and it's all small, so it doesn't really, well, probably one day I'm probably going to be, you'll see these will be everywhere, in every ditty bag known to man. But I put them all on my purses, taken those photographs. Some of those I put out on X. I just didn't think in the beginning that it was the right thing to use a brand name, any kind of purse or other elements that took away from the item that we are offering. So I have not done that or stretched myself that, but what we have done is we have made social posts using Canva. So the size of the photograph box that you get on Etsy, we go over to Canva and we've created these, I think, very interesting social posts. One is a blog style that literally just acts like a mini blog. I'm just talking about accessories, I'm talking about running the store and that sort of thing. So that's one photo slot. Then you've got your about. You can always talk even more about your products or how you got started, all of that. So not just the text about section, but you can use your photographs as actual little, like little postcards about the shop. Okay, so there we have that. And we did one also. I'll get to the top of my, we did one today called How We Are Built. I'm going to go ahead and copy this one and put this one in the stream tonight. So this is the How We Were Built. Now I might put this over on Stream Elements. Why don't I do that? I'm going to add a new timer. Timer name, Etsy, How We Were Built. That means the shop itself. Our Etsy shop. How We Were Built. Okay. Okay, then our keyword is still going to be Etsy. We don't have a category. And this one will have a link. There we go. Get rid of this. How We Were Built. Okay. Then we're going to activate the timer. The timer will go on that 5-minute interval. Timer name, Etsy, our shop, and How We Were Built, and activate the timer. Okay, it's been saved. We'll refresh the Stream Elements to make sure that it'll queue up. And let's see what happens now to that. Okay. So that is what we did today for the How We Were Built. Now, this particular setup, which is kind of interesting, is really from pattern makers, and it's from the fashion industry, where you'll have an outline of your, like an architectural drawing of your item. And then off to the left, right, bottom, and top, there'll be all the details about that item. So that's where this kind of technique comes in with the alphabet, or what are called the bubble alphabet charms. So I did it on this one because there's more to talk about, and of course I have the Lightburn file, so that makes it really interesting. So we got that done also, once again, in Canva. This particular one, because I have an element that is part of the professional plan, I could not do the animation on it. If it did not have an element that is only offered on the professional plan, then the C would be in a wiggle, which we have done also again over on X. All of these I've shared during the live streams so that you know, though. And, that's what it is, friends. I am getting a media pull from the, ooh. Okay, do you see what's in the back there? That is from the, it's from a tab that I have open, but I don't know which one it is. So that's why that's happening there. I can't change that because it's, okay, let me take off the lives. Oh, that's where it's coming from. It's coming from my studio tab. Okay, let me go ahead and X out of the studio tab. Not a problem. And see if that helps. I bet that's what it is. That's what it was, I think. There it goes. The whole time it was the studio tab. Let's just see if it'll get rid of it now. We should not have two sources going on here. We have the logo, which you guys can see, the image, which is the mock-up, a media source, which is the little video, and the Chrome tab. All right. And then you guys don't really see that gray bar. Well, that's good. Okay. And there it is back again. It's coming from another source. And then we're just going to wait on the other stream elements, the timer coming through. So, and then we'll go ahead and close it up. Yeah, that's bizarre. Bizarre. See, there it is again. You see that? You saw that though, right? I'm not crazy. Let's see. Let me go to the Etsy over at, maybe it's on my Twitter. Could be on the Twitter. And just grab someone's Twitter here. Let's grab this one here. See what happens. Grab this guy here. And see, yeah. It's grabbing the browser. Transition. Go there. Okay, I cleaned it up. And we're up 20. Okay, in 2 more minutes, I'll let it go and let's see if we get another stream element, and that'll be it. So the things that we've covered, it's all about creating social posts that you can use in different ways to enhance your shop. So, you know, we have 10 photo slots. And if you're slow in doing your photography, or you know, you're just trying to come up with other ideas to share your product story, go ahead and use the photographs. Head over to Canva and create your social posts over at Canva that kind of fit in. I'll give you some of the numbers that I've been using. So the audio, I'm sorry, the little MP files that I have going on, those are created with a 2000 by 2000 pixel. The YouTube thumbnails are at 1280 by 720. The smaller posts for X are 256 by 256. The photographs that end up being over at Etsy are 652 by 1008, which are probably the most valuable to you guys for tonight, is making sure that you have that size sorted out. And that's how you can create your photography, at least what I've done. Now, there are different sizes on Etsy. I don't know who really has like every size known to man, but the ones that we have used, and let me make sure, let me first of all find out where they are, and that's probably going to be a real problem. Okay, where are my blog posts? Let's see if I can find them quickly here. So they're not 458 by 522. And they are, let's see if there's this size. Oh dear me. No, I don't know where they are. Stay with me. Go over to Canva. Go here. I'm looking for the blog posts. And I think what they are, let me go all the way down. Okay, they're not 256 by 256. They're not the 458 by 522s. And they may be, here they are. Got them. They are the 2000 by 2000s. So those, when you take them over to Etsy, no matter what it is. So we've got one that describes all the shop information, same colors, same idea, same fonts, etc. We have one for mini shop blog, which is just a couple blogs. I did one about makeup must-haves. I did one about transforming your ditty bag with the charms and that sort of thing. I did the launching soon. I definitely put that. So whether it's a launch or a relaunch or pre-launch or whatever other terminology. I did an official shop launch. I did a blog one. Yeah. So in the size that I just gave you, which is 2000 by 2000 pixels. So let me go ahead and put that over at Stream Elements. Oh man, that, oof. What is going on with the bot? But I will put that and get all the sizes kind of put into the Stream Elements. I think that's a good idea. But if it's not going to, if it's not going to fire off, then kind of a silly thing to spend a lot of time on. Okay, so we've been live for 34 minutes. It's about time to get going. This has been Etsy Shenanigans, episode 43, creating social posts. You know, this could go on and on and on for days, weeks, years, and so forth, talking about all the different ways that you can make sure that your shop is being shared across all of your socials and that you have enough ideas, don't get burnt out, you still enjoy it, to share your shop on wherever. I mean, they're saying that you have to do this. It's not like you can decide unless you have an inborn, audience that will be reborn to shop with you on Etsy during these times, that you have to build up and out your your creativity, your reputation, your commitment to business, etc. So this is just all I'm sharing. I'm going literally from absolute nothing. We've never had an Etsy store, and what the launch process is like, and all the things that I've learned along the way. I think that probably the early shop owners are the ones that have less togetherness, less sharing with one another. Although there are a couple of really wonderful forums, I have not contributed to the forums yet, just brand new to them, and seeing how and the things that they share. But there are forums that they are free to share their shop with other members, and so all of these things are really good. So just, take your time and reach out, of course, anytime that you'd like. My DMs are open, of course, over on Twitter, and then we have a community page on the YouTube, and anything down below, of course, is perfectly fine with me. Episode 43, Creating Social Posts. This has been your host, Beauty Bubble. Thank you so much for stopping by this evening. Bye-bye now.